motion. All that we're going to do in 2020 starts right now. We're going to put them in motion. 1, 2, 3. We barely scratched the scratch of the surface. So much more that we can do, and we're gonna do it.
Accelerate, accelerate, accelerate.
Loyalty.
Accelerate, accelerate, accelerate.
Unity.
Accelerate, 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 accelerate.
And edification.
Accelerate, accelerate.
Sylvester Turner, Mayor of the City of Houston, one who even as the mayor of the 4th largest city in the United States, I'm inspired by what you do. Therefore, I proclaim this day, February 23rd, 2020, as Earlene and Holton Bubbs Day.
Yes, I guess I'm going fast.
Get it.
The spread of the coronavirus.
The FDA warned there could be potential disruptions to supply or shortages of critical medical
quarantine, because this is a temporary home for people who have been discharged from hospital but are waiting to test negative, or people.
Pattern of doing.
Conference on the coronavirus crisis.
Infections top 15,000, more than 200 deaths.
Must stay home.
What you see is real. What you don't see is almost unimaginable.
I'm going to be a diamond. If you believe it, if you live it, if you ingest it, you will do it. It's a lie. Unintentional, but yet it's a lie. So I decided I don't want to lie. I don't want to stand on the stage and tell something that I know is not true. I want to fix it. That's the problem. You've been telling people residual income. You can have it. You can have freedom. It doesn't exist. The statement is not bad, but the solution to make the statement true hadn't existed. I made it a request of part of my life to say, let me make this statement true. When you want to be able to snap your fingers and be able to get to where you are to where you want to go. That's not true.
Choose your life, the ride for the night, feeling inside, I'm living my life, on the road, I just go, I might go shopping, I just might go home, hop in a whip and I'm all in my zone, know that it came from a touch of a phone, no, we just different, you can't make a clone.
Everybody is eyeing the Vibe Ride Mobile. Very first Vibe Ride pickup ever. Hopefully she gives a real big tip.
Got a whole lot of race.
Yeah, I like that. You break that up song right there. Give me some volume on that.
Hey, well, my be thinking we soft. We don't play. Hope you're ready for the next episode. Hey.
In the lovely Miami, man, about to have dinner on the Seafair, beautiful yacht.
And the beauty of humans is that you can do it over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. And there's no limitation or capacity on the level of expansion that you can have.
That's how you do it right here.
To become someone new.
Here's a dream, bro!
What about a hit of your love?
Guys, we got a dream. We're gonna see this dream through.
This morning, social distancing is proving more difficult as the weather warms up. Others are still hospitalized in critical condition. What on the end?
I got a light back there. I'm good though.
I got you.
Whoa. Yeah, bro, so she keep blowing my phone up last night, bro, just calling me, and I'm like, it's 2 in the morning. I got things to do. You can't keep calling me like I'm trying to. Anyway, yeah, bro, so she keep on doing all that, so I had to go ahead and let that one go because at the end of the day, bro, what's going on?
I got you.
You know what? It's kind of nice out.
We were thinking about how was Vision going to roll? And we were wondering how could we do something that we've never done? And we told you that this is going to be larger than life. But our boomerang in your vision is that much bigger.
Before I made it happen, I'm the leader of the ship, I feel like I'm the captain. I put in hard work, now they think that it was magic. Had to turn money making to my favorite habit. Yeah, you know I got the vision. No, I got the vision. No, I got the vision. No, I got the vision. Yo, no, I see clear. I got 2020, swear it's my year. No, it's 2020. I got the vision, yeah. Me and my team on a mission. I made my decision. I had to change the way that I've been living, yeah. Dream big, the dream bigger, yeah. Never take out.
Straight to the Rose Garden. President Trump about to hold a news conference on the coronavirus crisis. There you see.
More of the country is closing down tonight.
We've been working very hard on this. We're
trying to contain the coronavirus pandemic.
Dozens of malls will once again open their doors to wait.
More states are starting to get back to business now, with nearly 3 dozen at least partially reopening between today and the end of next week. 15 states.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry I'm late, babe. Had so much on my plate. So many meetings. I don't even know if I finished everything.
It's okay, honey, it's okay. I got you.
Woo! Cool, right? Oh yeah. Man.
I've been a star since birth, but I had to find my shine. How I live this lifestyle, they just wanna know. I ain't get no handout, did it all alone.
They were saying, hey, you guys maybe see monkeys on the golf course, and they're so friendly, and they're so, let's go. And we go to our house, we got a nice little room, and as we leave in our room, on the golf course. And it was like a fight. So we come back, so my brother
Buckle up. You're watching Top Gun University on Boom TV.
Many call me an industry icon, a global leader, a coach.
The clock is ticking right now. I want you to on the floor.
All I see are the people.
Hold up. Hey, well, my be thinking we soft. We don't play. We gon' rock it till the wheels fall off. Hold up. want my to be acting too bold. Take a seat. Hope you're ready for the next episode. Hey.
I am live. Hey, you know what? That's still one of my favorite songs, you know, to hear that playing right there. How's everyone doing in iBoomerang world? We're excited. I'm still hearing my music playing somewhere in the background, but I want to welcome everyone to the call today. This is Edwin Haynes, your Global Master Ambassador, coming to, I'm borrowing the flight deck, even though I have the captains that are in the house, Mr. T. Gray and Mark Kitcard, they're here. Kitsia is here. Mr. Kevin is here. We all together in the top portion on the captain's deck. Yeah, this is the captain's deck. This is where it all goes down. There, I'm actually coming to you from here, and we wanted to have a little time in the middle of the week to come in and have a conversation with the team. It's been a little while since I've had a chance to address the group like this. You know, typically we have our CEO himself, in which some of you all are going to be hearing from him very soon. Not on this call, but you know, you get a chance to hear from our CEO. But also, a lot of people want to see what is our global master ambassador doing? What are the things that he has to offer as well? And I want to make sure that I give you something today. You know, that was the basis of what we took to build this company. It's all about giving, giving, giving. So a lot of times, I know you all are not expecting it, but a lot of times when you get on these calls, you end up receiving something good. And I can guarantee you that this call won't let you down, because you're going to receive not only some good information, but you're going to receive something that you can actually use to benefit your business. I am going to slow down. We do have to remember that, because we have, Anna just sent me a message. She said, make sure you speak slowly because you have other translators. So with me and my raspy, fast talking, exciting, Southern voice with all this stuff mixed up, I pray for the ones who are translating, and I hope the ones that are listening are able to receive the information. So, you know, how do they say it? Don't shoot the messenger. Just accept the message, or don't blame the messenger. Just whatever it is, just accept the message. All right. And Mark Kitcard worked so hard to prep me for this. I don't know what I would do without Mr. Kitcard putting these things together. So I have a few notes. I have some updates, and congratulations on a great September, as well as we now are in October as well. But a lot of people truly had a September to remember because of the work they did. They were able to receive some of the residual incomes that took place that were paid out. And many of you all received, of course, checks who worked the business and been around. That is going to be the biggest income that over a period of time on the 20th would be bigger than some of the weeklies. And I'll tell you, as we grow, the weeklies are even going to become even bigger for more people, as you're beginning to see our company extend itself and bring on other products, other services, just like we said. And as I have right now, the power of the crib. We were so excited about what took place, and I'll talk about that. But I want you all to, make sure you get your people on this call as I go over some information. No matter where they are, no matter what time it may be, this is something that can actually change your lives. And I always said that anytime that I can get in a situation where I can listen to someone who's already done it, and they were going to allow me to be a part of that environment, whether it was a personal or a physical meeting that we were in person or in-person meeting, or whether we were having a conference call or we were doing a video communication such as we're doing now with the Zoom and Facebook. And I also want to say hats off, while I'm speaking of Facebook, I'm gonna make sure I say thanks for the stars of what you all are doing with the stars of giving away, giving stars back to the company through the Facebook platform, because that actually has helped us do quite a bit. I was looking at some of the numbers earlier that Anna did, and I'm gonna tell you, remember we talked about the giving back? This is what your company is actually doing. We have a couple of different pathways of serving, giving servings to kids. And so the work that you're doing each and every day to build this business is actually benefiting kids all over the world. You know, I was looking at it, there's about 243,000 servings that we have done from what I understand through Facebook. And that was over the past 6 months. Through the travel savings, you all, and travel savings bonuses were all throughout the report of people getting paid. They're saying, what about getting paid? Yeah, you're getting paid, but at the same time, you're helping others and helping kids that need a meal and from doing what you normally do. And there's about 626,000 servings that we've done through the platform of our iGo platform. And that's because of what you're doing. And so I'm going to ask you right now, if you can, and if it's in your heart to do it, go on and give away as many stars away if you're on Facebook, or go to Facebook and give it out, because the Boom Foundation is really doing a great job at servicing people that are in need. And this is happening now more than any time before. And that's what I like about our company. We are considerate of others. It's not just a bunch of people. Yeah, we're getting out of debt. Yeah, we're taking care of ourselves. And Mr. Bugs put a platform together so that you can make as much money as you chose to make, all the things that are happening. But the thing about it is, we have people who can't do for themselves right now. And you never know what you are in, who you are investing in by making sure that they can have a meal. You never know. You never know. So let's do our part to give away those stars, give away. As a matter of fact, I'm going to see if I don't know if I can go back in after this call and give it, but can I don't know if you have to be live, but I want to give some stars away right now, T. Gray. I wish I could figure out a way to do it. I don't know how that works or something. Somebody will figure it out.
Give me your phone.
Give me the phone.
Go
to Facebook.
Yeah, if you open Facebook and go on the Facebook Live, then you can give some stars.
Facebook Live, I can get some stars. I'm gonna give my stars right now because it's just that important, T. Gray. So who do I go to, T. Gray? I Boom, right? All right, y'all, bear with me. Let me do my giving away. I'm just talking up. I'm gonna lead by example like I always do. I am going to Facebook Live, and I'm trying to find it. CHB. Oh, send stars. 23 minutes. All right. You all gonna see my stars come up right now, I think. How do you get a bunch of stars? Oh, I see it. I mean, it's dead, Mark. Oh. All right. I'm about to do my stars. Hold on. This is important. Mark, tell me, somebody, can you see if when I give it away?
So Tracy just gave 50. Carla just gave 50.
Oh, Carla just gave 50. I'm trying to get mine in. Oh,
Ian just gave 100.
Okay, thank you. Okay, how
Laura
do I
just gave 100.
send? Oh,
Teresa gave 100.
Teresa gave 100.
Yes.
I'm sending stars. Here it goes. Here it goes, Mark.
Okay.
Tell me what you see, Mark.
Shauna Lee gave 50.
7,000.
What? Sean sent 300.
Did you see mine, Mark?
Not yet. Marcus sent 1,000.
Mr. Hands.
Kevin saw it. Yeah.
Kevin saw it.
7,000.
Yes, sir.
50.
I got 7,000 in.
All right.
All right.
Went so fast.
Yeah,
They're coming in. Thank you for what you're doing there. And as we do these from time to time, if you can, just remember that part. Give it away. And I'll tell you what, not that you look for it, but I'll tell you. And a group of leadership that has that type of thought pattern as well. So also hats off to Anna for what she's doing to help with the Boom Foundation and all the members over there as well for making that happen. So what did I do? What happened? Oh, okay, all right. I heard my name. Okay, let me hurry up. Now, here's the deal. I said congratulations. I want you all to stay focused. We have a few things, and I'm not going to be long on this call. I'm not going to do a big training or whatever. My job right now is to enlighten you on what's going on. I'm going to reiterate some things that you have, that you already have in your hands, because what we're going to do now is, we're preparing in the fourth quarter right now. This is the fourth quarter. You can hold up, you can put fours in there right now. I know we say fives to hit. Raise your hand is like putting fours. This is the fourth quarter that we're into now. And just like in any sports, if you have quarters, time periods that you're playing in sports, this is what I'm going to call the fourth quarter. The fourth quarter is crucial. It's crucial, critical, or however you want to say it, to the success of your business. Because how you handle the fourth quarter will determine how you begin the next year. It's going to cover multiple things. It's going to cover how you close this year, but also how you begin the following year. So you need to be ahead. Our goal is to make sure that you're thinking ahead. Don't wait until the right now. Don't live into the right now. This is like an example. I was talking to T. Gray about this yesterday, and I said, T. Gray, some people need to learn to practice more faith. I'm not going to get into belief, this is not about religion, and we do our best to stay away from politics or religion and things of that nature, but this is a universal topic of faith. Now, and what I mean by faith is the substance of the things that are unseen, right? That you believe, you don't see it, but you have to believe in it, correct? So here's the thing about faith. We look at the people who are building the business and we said, guys, no matter what takes place, the team that we have, the team that's in this room, HB, Erling, all of the people that's involved in our company, I can't call all of the people, but if you have faith in this company, the company will always do their part to deliver. It's like some people that believe, they say it might not happen when you want it, but it's always right on time. It's almost like that type of situation. So what happens is this. We said that everything that we do is planned out. It is on purpose. We're not guessing. Will it happen like we want to all the time? No, it's going to be challenges. When you're growing and looking to push, not only we're already a multi-million-dollar company, but we're pushing to be hundreds of millions to billions of dollars, and that is not going to come easy. It's not going to be a cakewalk. But people who have little dreams and little faith, they won't reap the benefits. I have decided, this team has decided, all of your leadership, many of your top leadership have decided that whatever it takes, we're going to do what's necessary to make this happen. And some people come in and they go and test it, and they look to see if the company is going to perform at the highest peak level of a multi-billion-dollar company, and we only had 20 months to get started. See, these people that you'll see that come in the front door and run out the back, they're going to go company testing. And I've never seen too many of those company testers who run in for the quick fixes. What if they would have quit on Amazon in the first year when they were selling books? Just let's think about it. Jeff Bezos came up with the concept that he was going to sell books. And people were like, why would I buy books online when I can go to Barnes and Nobles and all the other bookstores? That was thriving at that time. That was the thing to do. And he came up with the concept and he began to sell books. on Amazon, built up a customer base, and he realized I have a platform of hundreds of thousands, and I don't know when it reached millions at the time, but he came up with the idea that, you know what, I can offer other products or services. I don't only have to sell books. And he began to sell other products and services, and now is the platform that sells probably the most retail products on the planet, right along with Alibaba and all of the ones that are out there like that. That platform is moving more retail products than any online store in the world. But it started with a vision: I'm going to sell some books. I have to start somewhere to build a platform. What if a person would have quit on some of the rideshare companies that took 2 to 3 years just to get the app to connect between each other, from the driver to the rider? It took 2, sometimes as much as 3 years, and it still took some refining time to get it to really work to the optimal level. And right now, I can tell you this: some of the rideshare companies are still going. It's a continual development process. It's never perfect because technology changes all the time. So when you look at what takes place, what was in at one time, the next hour could be out, the next day could be over, the next month is done. You have to continue to do this. But what if I was only a company or just a tester? Let me tip my foot in the water to see if this ideal that HB is coming with, let me see if it's all work. Let me see. Don't tell me about how many customers you have. Tell me how much money you're making from them in the first month. Well, they didn't take a trip yet. Don't tell me about how many customers you have. How much money did you make from Bill Genius last week? Well, we just got it last month. It takes time to develop that. Rome wasn't built in a day. Don't think our boomerang is going to be built in a day. But the ones with little faith, they will miss the big benefit. The ones with big faith, and not only with faith. Now, there's a saying that says, faith. This is not religion. This is just talk. This is however you want to take a worldly religion. I don't care how you do it today. Faith without works is dead, and works without faith is dead. You have to work and be faithful in the process. You have to be faithful and work in the process. This is how you make money in this industry. We talk about, I always tell you all about the business curve that takes place and in the formulation and concentration and all the years that it takes to get to a certain country, a certain point in a company. And I talk about it the first 2 to 3 years it takes you to go through the formulation. And then after that, 3 to 6 years of concentration to figure out who you are, where you're going. And then you go into momentum, 5+ years. Then eventually you get over to stability, and it's over 10+ years. With 20 months. Well, it's not real-time reporting yet. We just put the platform together. How the heck do you think it's gonna happen? It's not magic. This is business. Some people need to get out of the mindset of network marketing and adopt a little bit of business thinking for a minute. Just adopt a little bit of business thinking for a minute. Well, my people were misplaced. It's technology. My volume went up and went down because, now some of that went up and down because you didn't do any work. But my volume went up and then changed the numbers. Well, they were working on the back office. We just did a maintenance. And the maintenance was to serve you. So we're now going to be doing these routine maintenance. My bank, I was looking the other night and they said they were down. I couldn't do my reports. My numbers were going to be off in the bank. I got, there's some decent money in there. I didn't panic. Oh, my money. I just knew that this one was Chase Bank the other night. I just knew that Chase was doing a regular maintenance and the money was not going to transfer. It took a while. Normally it's real time, but it took a while. It was maintenance. They told me it was maintenance that was going on. It happens from time to time. I'm using my credit card sometimes. I'm looking at it. Your balances will not reflect the actual total because we're going through maintenance. Why is it okay for major corporations to do maintenance and major corporations to have updates and challenges and stuff like that? It's okay for the ones you deal with every day, but iBoomerang, who's only 20 months old, just getting out the gate, we got to be perfect. I just want people to think about what, and this is the one, all of those are bills I'm talking about in a sense, but this is something that can get you financially free forever. And you don't have the patience to let the process take place so we can build it out. Now, this is not everybody. Some of you all get it, but you know what I'm talking about. Some of you all will know, hey, smack yourself or whatever you need to do. Well, wake up. It's the real world. Listen, I am giving the plan play by play to those who want it. My business people understand me. My people who are hungry, they understand me. The ones who are coasting, they won't understand what I'm talking about. This is like a foreign language. And I understand that. But my job is to make sure I give it to you anyway. What you do with it is what you do with it once you get it. If you don't understand it, then at least ask the questions so you can get some clarity, because I don't want you to miss this. Here's the thing. We say build your business from event to event. Have y'all ever heard of that? Build a business from event to event. T-Gray, you heard that before. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Build a business from what? Event to event. We already know how we're going to set up events. It's going to be set up so that you can win. We set up Vision 2020 so people can win. We knew exactly what was going to take place. We knew that if you were to take on the vision that was the plan that was laid out, and that you went to work, that you would have one of the best months that you've ever had. We planned it. We actually planned it out. We promoted it. We gave you what you needed. And we said, now take the next 90 days and build from this event to the next event, which is Go Diamond. It's already in the bag. You don't even have to think about what's going on, because even with any potential challenges, we already have your back. We tell people, just keep working. No, don't just, I'm not saying be quiet and keep working. Acknowledge the issues, send them over to the right sources if there are issues, but keep your head down and work toward your goals. Because one of the things that I learned, and I'm going to show you this, and when it comes down to momentum, it's easier to create momentum than to rebuild it. This is what I wanted to talk to you all about here, okay? It's easier for you to create momentum than it is for you to recreate momentum. Once you have it, you should run with it like it will go away from you or like your life depends on it. Once you have momentum, typically in the first month or so, that's what we say 30-day stories are so critical. But typically in the first month or so of you launching a business is when you have the highest time of your business, because you're able to call on your most closest people that are willing to listen to you. You have the most excitement that's going on, and you're actually building a business and things are running like crazy. And what happens is some people get the vehicle, if you will, of the opportunity moving forward, but they don't take it on forward fast enough with enough momentum to keep it going, and they stop too soon. and they begin to coast. Never coast in your business, because coasting is what I consider managing. When you're coasting in your business, you're managing your business. You should always be leading in the business, growing teams, expanding the business, along with the counsel that you should have. That's why it's so critical to stay in touch with someone, as you always, some of y'all have heard me say this, always have a second set of qualified eyes. Someone who's qualified, that's willing to coach you and walk you through the process to catch what you may not be able to see. One of the biggest things HB and I were talking about the other day, and someone brought it up, and that's, man, it's so good to see you and HB together so long. And man, he likened it to a sports thing. They said, it's like, man, it's because so many people break up, and they use the sports team analogy. Shaq and Kobe at the time, and they called out some other people, and they said, those guys come in, they do something, and they end up breaking apart and going a different direction. But you guys always found a way to keep it moving. And I told him, I said, now, we've had some Shaq and Kobe issues, but we never let it get so bad where our egos were in the way, and we always knew what position each one of us was supposed to play. And that was key. I got good at what I was good at. HB is great at what he's great at. And we never let our ego get in the way. Just giving an example, there are many relationships that's like that. Mark and I have a way that we work great. T-Gray and I have a work. T-Gray and Mark have a way they work with. We don't overplay each other. It's just things that you learn to do when you're working with a person. I know Cesar and Carlos over in Mexico. I see it all the time. A Jackson Johnny type of situation, if you will. It's not just one or two. I'm just giving some examples. They know what role to play with each other. They know how to work it, and nobody gets too big to learn from the other. The other thing that we said is, HB and I, he brought up that we always got each other blind spot. We didn't expose the blind spot, because sometimes people who are working with their leadership, they begin to go in competition with their leadership, and you can never learn from somebody who you're competing with. And I never wanted to be that guy where no matter what, I got too big where I couldn't learn from someone. And so don't ever be that lady, that man, that person that gets too big where, now I'm competing instead of learning or growing along with. That don't mean you're less than or whatever. And I would venture to say that HB and I grew together. He was already ahead of me in this industry, and I wasn't suppressed, because I am better because of the relationship that we have. I'm just giving you an example. It's not just me and HB. It's just whoever that may be for you, whoever it may be. So you have to, really appreciate the relationship that you have. And you have to grow and go back and, as I say, create the momentum. So the first 30 days of you building your business and creating momentum is typically, like I said, the biggest time of your business. And you should carry that momentum out, following the game plan, staying plugged in, like I said before, because what you want to have in a business, when you create, like so many people in September, we took the show specials and you all created a bunch of excited people, and you should always strike while the iron is hot. Okay? You should always strike while the iron is hot. As you see the photo here, that's someone shaping, and most likely it could be, it could be put into the right shape or form once it's heated. But what happens is this: when you have the heat, you can shape the group. When you have the excitement, you can make some things happen. You can mold your group. You can create the momentum. But it is very hard to reshape something when it's cold or demotivated. I'm just giving you some idea. You can shape excitement, but it is tough trying to create something that's cold to the ears, and they're not listening and not willing to listen. And some of y'all just had, and you still have it right now, because October is not done. You got to remember, we have 3 zones. We have 3 zones: the white zone, the blue zone, and the gold zone. We are now just entering into the gold zone, and you all know how it goes at the end of it is we are in massive volume, in the massive volume part of the month, the last 10 days of the month. Massive volume. This is where all of the exposure, all of the new people, all of those people, you're moving them along. You all now have evidence. See, you didn't have, some people didn't have faith, so they had to wait until we showed it. Now, it's real now. Yeah, because I looked at it. Let me tell you something here. T. Graven wanted me to show this in the Diamond Group. And some of y'all have it as well, but I didn't do it. I sent out, well, first of all, I looked at, we all got our residual. Okay, let me give you an example. When I looked at my residual, it was 3 itemized lines of my residual. And the last one caught my attention. Out of all of what's there, I'm not gonna get into money, all of it, but the last line had 9 cents. 9. Nueve? See? 9 cents from Vibe Rides. I say it's over. I said, T. Gray, T. Gray, I got 9 cents. You did not, I said, not, I'm thinking, I haven't done anything yet. Vibe, the app is just now beginning to perform, and we haven't even promoted Vibe. Mark hadn't even done all the promotional stuff that he was doing in Florida yet, and all the things that we haven't done anything. I got 9 cents, and T. Gray, let me tell you something. I hope y'all understand. If I can make 9 cents in the system and we hadn't promoted, and I didn't even know what was gonna happen. I can't even remember how I got this direct bonus. And then I go through my residual, and it's Vibe all the way through my residual. If you go in the back, and some of y'all may see if you got Vibe customers or clients, some of you might see it. And on top of that, T-Gray, this is the other thing I found out. There's a search button, and you can put Vibe in, and it'll break up all your Vibe stuff.
Look at that.
And then there's the search button, you can put travel savings. And I looked, I said, travel savings? They say travel is not working. Mm-hmm. And I had a list of travel savings that took place. And people are questioning whether the PREA is real. You're gonna question whether the PREA is real? People are getting you distracted, saying, how much money did you actually make? They didn't even give you a chance to get your business promoted yet. I know some companies right now wish they were in business. We're not slowing down, we picking up steam in this economy at this time. And people are slowing down. Some companies, I'm reading every day how companies are closing their businesses because of the mismanagement of whatever is taking place. Not here to blame anybody, but it's an unfortunate situation that's taking place, and people are losing their livelihoods. But also, there are people who are in this industry, in various industries, that are thriving. I keep saying, if you were selling paper towels, tissue paper, hand sanitizers, gloves, whatever, your business is thriving. So that means that this worked in your favor. So it's always somebody winning and losing in any economy. We happen to be in a position where we're winning. There are some network marketing companies right now, you all, that are wondering what in the world they're gonna do. And you have a safe haven right here in iBoomerang, and people are still second guessing because we are a young 20-month-old company is surviving in one of the worst financial times in the world, and you are questioning whether you're in the right spot or not. If we can survive at a young age, not an established 10-year, 20-year-old company, but a 20-month-old company, if we can survive right now, what in the heck are we gonna do when things get back to what people call normal? It's lights out. Wait until we can do some deliveries with Vibe. T-Gray, I'm gonna tell something else that T-Gray told me. He said, Ed, he said, bro, I wish I could do it. You ought to see T-Gray is fighting like crazy. The team, I'm looking at everybody's working. I'm meeting with Mark and yesterday in the team, and they're trying to put videos together with me, and they worked with HB the other day. But T-Gray came and said, man, if I had 5 more days, he said 5 more days, they would have seen their first Build Genius pay residual. We just ran out of time. Listen, we launched Build Genius last month. Some people right now are already earning Build Genius commissions, and you're questioning your own company. If you let somebody steal this, you're a bigger something than they are. I'm talking to somebody right now because I know what I saw. I know the people that are making money. I know what's happening right now. If you feel what I'm saying, give me some 5s or 7s or something. I can't see it. I miss we can't be at meetings. Right now, man, we'll be high-fiving in the audience. I'm high-fiving you right now. I'm high-fiving. I'm throwing up 7s, whatever you want to do. Just give me something. Let me know you're out there. I hope I'm talking to somebody that understands what I'm talking about. Yes, it's not going to be perfect. I get it. But at least we're surviving. No, I'm taking it back. At least we're thriving. We're not surviving. We're thriving. This is not, I wish. This is not what if. Now, the what if are for the ones who didn't do anything. The what if is, what if I would have listened to them and gone work? And I worked when they told me to. I would see the results right now. It's not too late. This is the most forgiving industry. This is the most, in our company, it's the most forgiving business. You could have messed it up the past 20 months, but you can say today, you know what? Like Luis and Fernanda said, they started yesterday, they sent a message out, I see it all. And they said, listen, we are going to start over and recruit all over again. We're going to recruit another 100 people. And let me tell you something here about Luis and Fernanda. I got to bring this up too. They've had some of the worst attacks in the company on their business for various reasons. And they don't mind talking about it because real soldiers and people who have the faith and believe and buy into the vision, they know how to survive no matter what. They say, you know what? I can't worry about what used to be or who's gone or what didn't work. I'm going to take right now, this time, and launch. This is what they said. And we're about to launch and relaunch and put another 100 personal people in because they won't know about all of the issues that took place with whatever happened before. That's why we put together Project 10,000. I'm not saying ignore the team that's there, but we're going to make it better. So you now, if you're ever in a position and you're fortunate enough to have momentum created, you run with it because, as I said, it's always easier and best to create momentum than it is to create momentum. Because what happens is you have a bunch of motivated people. Okay? You're looking for the motivated people. I hope you see that because that's you. You should be excited. You should be in the room saying yes right now. It's me. It's my time. We're surviving right now. On the next time it's time for us to go on stage, I'm going on stage as a new opinion level, just like Ellen and her over in Bermuda, and Helen and all the people that she talked about. I did an hour-long session with her on looking at her team and laying out a plan. I know Jackie would appreciate that. But we did a great call. She got a great group of people over in the Jersey area. I can't wait to go up there for that group and all of the rest of the company. I can't wait till things get right because I know Jackson and Gary and those guys gonna want me to go up there as well. I'm going, all right? But I'm looking at the plan and I'm like, you all got momentum. You got a bunch of excited people. You take that no matter what goes on, we'll figure out any other things. And they didn't have the issue, but you push through. You work to the next event, from vision to go diamond. from Vision to Go Diamond. Then it's gonna go from Go Diamond to our February event. What's our February event, Mark? What's it?
Accelerate.
Accelerate. Build your business from event to event. You need to have an 18-month commitment working it 90 days at a time. 18-month commitment. For all of my new people, I'm getting it down to the purest form. That's why I didn't put a limit on what levels to be on this call, because I wanted the information to get down to you to the lowest point of the group, to the newest point of the group. Okay? To the newest point of the group. You build your business, you have an 18-month commitment. Some of y'all today can close out this month, go into November with crazy momentum. In the United States, you got to remember, you got about 3 weeks to work because you're going to have Thanksgiving coming up. I know people are not gathering, but still people are going to cook and take off and get a little bit vacation, more vacation minded and all of that stuff. I understand that. You're going to have more days to shop. They're trying to get you to shop more because they know they can't get you to go to a physical place in many cases. So now they're going to get you trying to spread your money out over, you're going to have multiple Black Fridays now. So all of this distraction is going to take place because people are vying for your money. I want you to stay focused because it's going to be easy to get distracted with deals and this and that when you should be creating wealth. I'm looking for my wealth builders. I'm looking for people who are ready to gain control. I'm looking for people that's ready to put themselves and build a financial wall around them and their families, that no matter what takes place, you still are able to not only survive, but thrive. And I don't know if that's you're brand new or you're acting brand new, as I say from time to time, but some role you need to take place so you can go out there, because you never want to wait and lose the momentum in your group and then have a bunch of demotivated people. The people that they were all excited, they got in, they bought the Zits promo, they did all this stuff, but we didn't go out there and do the job and help them get their pack sold, or we didn't do the job and help them begin to build their team. They could have gone Sapphire, they could have gone Diamond, they could have gone whatever, and we now have a bunch of people that's sitting there wondering, oh, when the Zits coming? They coming. I can guarantee you, Zits, it's going to happen. We are on track. We are on track, just like we said. And here's the thing that I want you to do. Okay? I'm gonna give you something. I'm gonna give you a tool at the end. I'm gonna give you something here. Just stick with me here. You need to let some people know so they can hear it direct, because I understand the ones who are plugged into Vision, those are the ones that caught fire and they ran. The ones that are getting this information right now, I'm not here to hype you or motivate you. I'm just here to talk to you as your GMA. I'm talking to you as your GMA. I'm laying it out. We thought about this. We're going to do our part. It's time for you to do your part. And what I understand is this. Let me give you a simple formula that can help you in how to keep this going so you know at any given time. There's something that I put in mind, and I told Mark to put this together for me. Excitement plus plan times massive action equals hyper growth. When you have an excited group, you put a plan of action together and you put massive action behind it, hyper growth takes place. Not just growth, because sometimes you have to get a group motivated. You got to remotivate them, put a plan together, then put some action behind the plan and you get some growth. But when you have an excited group with a plan and massive action, the excitement is the missing piece in many cases. You never miss the opportunity when the opportunity presents itself. Don't ever miss the opportunity when the opportunity presents itself. Your job right now is to have hyper growth, building with an 18-month commitment, building your business 90 days at a time. In other words, from event to event. That's the mindset that you have to have. Okay? Here it is again. We said we're going to give them this and set it up right and package it right and present it right so that we can create the excitement for them at Vision. We said, just show up. Vision, we're going to deliver. Just get your people plugged into Vision. We told you all of that stuff. We got it. We delivered. We told some people, I said, listen, we had to do, at the time, we had to do these vouchers. We said, listen, you're going to need more vouchers. We planned it out. We're going to make sure we find a way to make sure the team wins. I am telling you right now, for the ones who get up and take this on right now, you're going to thank me later. You might not understand it now. This is where your faith is going to have to come in. The belief, having faith in the company, having faith in the leadership, having faith that we have a proven track record of success. William sent a message out. Man, it was almost like, I believe. He got the spirit. I believe. And that's all cool. But we had to show it to you first. Not William, but I'm talking to other people. We have to show it to you. We've been showing it over and over, and here it is your time. And so this is what I want your group to look like. Your group should be full of excitement. You all have some people that's there. And I want you to take those people and find who you have that's ready to go. Some of you all that are here right now, some of you all are, I'm gonna tell you right now, I have gotten recently several emails from people in the organization saying, I need help. I hadn't heard from my leadership. These are new people with business class packs, with first class packs. They're looking for leadership. They're hungry and they're finding a way. I don't know how they get my other email. It's a different email. It's not my company email on iBoomerang, but they're looking for help. And they reaching to the top, and some of you all have them right in your group. And now I have to take our time, search who they are, find their upline, and send them back to the right people. But you got people in your organizations, and some of y'all are leaving money on the table because you and those people can go out there and make history together, especially with what we're putting together. Here's some announcements that I want to give right quick. Let me hurry up because Mark told me I didn't have a long time on this call. Mark, I knew I was gonna go too much. I'm sorry, Mark.
You take your time.
Let me give you some announcements. I hope you all get it. Kevin, did I get it? Am I all right, Kevin? You sure?
You good?
All right, I'm good. Okay, here we go. Kids, you ready? Yes, sir. All right, I gave you a formula. I gave them a formula. Excitement, T. Gray.
Yes, sir.
Plus a plan.
Yes, sir.
Times massive action.
Yes, sir.
Creates hypergrowth.
That's it.
Is that a good plan?
That's a good plan.
That's a good plan.
Yep.
That's a good plan. Okay. Let me give you something else here so I can wrap up here. I want to remind you of something, and I'm going to give you something here really quick because we got another call in about 12 minutes on this line. Do your part, put your plan together, work with your people. But I'm going to make the announcement. We are going to begin to deliver the first wave of Zents by the end of this month. So the Zents are in the States. Everything is being packaged. And the first wave of Zents will begin shipping at the end of this month. So that means going into November, by the time shipping depends on what country, depends on where you are, you will begin to receive some of your shipping. And as they can't come in, then we will begin to get the rest of those orders out. So we are on target with the Zents. So give some high fives to your corporate team for that, because they are rocking. From all the way from the executive team all the way over to Tunde and his team with the shipping and all the stuff, everything that goes into that and the approval process. I know Mark and his team with all the approval processes of the new printed boxes and the branding and all of that stuff, they are on point, and we will be shipping out by the end of the month. And so that means some may get before, I don't know if it actually hit in October, but it'll be very close to the end. Next week is the end of the month, but going into the 1st of November, many of you all will begin to have the Zents, but you should be selling the Zents like you did in September. And some are doing it now, but go out there. We have all kinds of packages that are there for people to be able to go out there and make their sales and build their business. Zents is huge. The other thing is I hear people saying, you know what, I'm not used to selling a product. And some people say it was in travel. Travel is a product. Heck, if you can sell imaginary, sell somebody on an imaginary trip, what if you take this trip to the Bahamas and you sell them on high, you selling some kind of way. It's the product. It's just a virtual product. So it don't matter. You don't have to sell everything we offer. You just have things that you can offer everybody. It's up to them what they want. Do they want to travel and have lifestyle? Do they want to have a better lifestyle by utilizing our Zents? Do they want to, use our eventually to buy rides? Do they want to save money, creating better lifestyle and getting out of debt with Build Genius? And anything else that we offer, and that's not even talking about what the pre-op is really going to do for you. So Zents is on the way. Here's some other things that I have to reiterate here as I close out. You have the CEO Fall into Cash promo that's there. We saw you breaking pins. We said, listen, if they're going to break pins like that, the CEO said, let's give them some money on top of what they're already going to make. So all of the work that you did in September, not only did you all have, some of y'all had the best monthly income that you've ever had because of what we did and planned out for you. Remember, we already always making a plan, but not only did you have the best monthly income in many cases, but you also got bonuses for certain things that took place on top of that. And then he added more money. And the bonuses were for the game, right? T-Gray, what's it? The bonuses, what bonuses hit? We were talking about that.
Which bonuses?
On the bonuses that hit in the residual. It was some other bonuses.
Oh, for World Series.
World Series bonus. Yeah. Now we have these other bonuses. Let's talk about the bonuses right quick for some of y'all. So new people, here we have U+2. Okay? U+2. You get a new ambassador and help your new ambassador to get 2 at coach or higher, you get 50 or $100. So you go out there and do what you're going to do anyway. You're going to build a business. So bring on somebody to help them get 2. And now you're able to add more money on top of the comp plan. This is not to take in, this is in addition, let me say this, this is in addition to what you're already earning in the comp plan. So U+2, that's start a new person right. Help them get there too, right away. Get them in. I would go out there and start building a team and building them left and right, put one on the left, one on the right, help them get there too. And then that incentivizes you, that helps the group grow. You create the excitement. And now you can go into the other bonuses, and that way you can begin to get the pin level bonuses that we have. So U+2. Here's the next one that we have. Okay? The next one that we have is the rank advance bonus. You all are making HB pay. You're making them pay. It's on the table. I don't know what to do. This is over and above what's in the comp plan. We don't need anything else in the comp plan. We have one of the most well-paid, planned out comp plans in the industry, period. And you can, I say it's to be debatable who's the best, because it's all about how you distribute the money, because there's only so many pennies in the dollar. So it's just a matter of how you distribute the dollars. We're now saying over and beyond what we have, you have the rank advancement bonus. When you go director, $200. In addition to what you get in the comp plan, in addition to U+2. If you go senior director, $400, executive director, $600, Sapphire, you go Sapphire by the end of this month, $1,000 additional bonus on top of your commission. Okay? Ruby, $2,000. Emerald, $3,000, $5,000 for diamond, $10,000 for blue diamond, and you get a nice luxury timepiece when it comes to black diamond and above. And HB don't go and get cheap watches, I can tell you that. Right? So the money is there. So you can't tell me people don't build it for the money. Gotta get people, I need the money. No, honestly, some people don't, because we giving away the bank. We're doing everything we can. And then on top of that, you all had the audacity to throw in the go-getter bonus.
That was you.
No, that was me. T. Gray said over me. Yeah. I don't know what else to do. Listen, I wanted to catch some people. This is one of the things I had to learn in my career. You always catch them doing something right. And what gets rewarded gets repeated. I said, if they would work that hard, we looked at it and came together collectively and said, if the team would work this hard and do the breaking of the pins that they did like they did in September, what would happen if we go out and do this for them now? Let's give them, they already have rhythm of breaking pins. They already know what to do. It's just now to go out here. On top of that, here's the go-getter bonus. And HB added to this when he got on the call, but you sponsor 5, you get on top of everything else. If you personally enroll 5 people, you get $250. If you personally enroll 10, you get $1,000. If you personally enroll 20, and we have someone who's 1 or 2, I don't know how many we have, right? That's now done over 20. That's $2,000 additional dollars on top of you get to, on top of the rank advancement bonus, on top of the compensation structure. And if you go out here and personally enroll, you're going to get this money. Here's another one. If you sponsor 30 or more, you're getting $5,000 on top of everything else. So it don't add up, but whatever number you're at, if you're at 10, you don't get $250 and 1,000. You get 10, it's 1,000. If you get 20 by the end of the month, you don't get $250, 1,000. It's 2,000 total. So make sure we clear that up. Okay. And last but not least, here's what I'm going to give you. Okay. We're bringing it back. I hope you like this. We're going to let you close out the month, and you're now going to be able to go and build your business with a first-class promo. It's not $1,000. It's $750 with 1,000 QV. Same QV. Now you can go out and break the pins that you need. People are getting their packs for less of the money, and you're going to get all of you're going to get your fast start bonuses and everything. You can see it there. And so we're going to bring back our fall for first class, falling for first class promo. That is what you're going to have to go and build it with. Okay, let's get it up.
When does that start, Mr. Haynes?
As soon as T. Gray say, the person that's supposed to tell me when it's supposed to start is asking me when is it going to start. All right, T. Gray, when can we go? When is it going to be live? He said, hold on. T. Gray is trying to make it live right away. You all can take this right now, and all of the people that's looking at the business, they can get started for less than money. You get it's on now.
Yep.
Man, T. Gray, you're a bad man. That is also bad. T. Gray just made it live. So it's right now, fall for first class is in your back office now. It is only $750 for the first class instead of 1,000. You get all those benefits that go along with that, and your fast start bonus and all that stuff. So let's go out there and make it happen as well. And they're asking a question about upgrades. Upgrade on this one is not included. I don't know if we'll be able to get to the upgrade on this one. Nope, I'm just gonna leave it at first class right now because we got so many other things that we have. We can't have too much more. Really, I was concerned that all of the stuff that we were giving away would be too much and confusing.
New enrollments.
It's only for new enrollments. So I don't want to do anything to confuse the field anymore. You already got U plus 2, your rank advancement bonus, your go-getter bonus. Now we're giving you the first class for less than what it costs, and you get the same QV. You can drive volume. I don't want the team to be in a situation where a confused mind does nothing. Here's the thing. Just go to work. Excitement plus plan plus massive action equals hyper growth, and plus what we've laid here with all the incentives. You don't even have to think about these. If you go to work, these automatically pay out. So with that, I'm going to wrap up because we do have another call on here. I told Mark this was going to be 45 minutes, but I got excited. And I'm so sorry about that, Mark.
No, they needed it. They needed to hear it.
All right. I hope, ladies and gentlemen, I hope I did you some justice on this call, and it was well worth my time to be here with you. And I hope you feel the same. Anything else? You all are good? That's it? We're good?
Sir.
All right. I'm going to get out the way. Thanks, Mr. HB, for what you've done, you and Earlene, for sacrificing for the company. Thanks to all the executive team as well for what you all are doing to help support that vision. And I'm going to do my part. Let's go out there and kick some butt. You deserve it. We'll see you guys at the top. Bye for now. Your GMA, Edwin Haynes. Boom.
Boom, baby, boom.